What's good, y'all? I'm back with another video, and like I say, in my last video, if you haven't watched it, you know what I'm saying, you can, whenever you get time to, you know, so you can go back and watch it, you know what I'm saying, because I said in that last video, I was like, okay, now this video right here, what I'm about to do, originally this was gonna be my very first video, but then the stuff I'm gonna say in this video, I'm like, nah, it's gonna be, I felt like it's gonna be a little too much for a first video, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna, like, this definitely gonna be my second video, so. Like I say, if you're interested, you know what I'm saying, keep watching. So, alright, so this video, if you read about the title, I mean, I'm just putting it out there, like, Shaq a straight hater, bro. That's just all I'm gonna say. Like, Shaq a straight hater, man. This is like, and I'm not talking about Shaq as a player, like, I'm just talking about him as a person, like, it's like how he carries us. Like, man, you a straight hater, man. Like, just like it's to the point, like, it's getting ridiculous. Like, this dude, like. Basically lately, like, he just been hating on like a whole bunch of players lately, man. It's just like, bro, what's your reason for hating? Like, that's what I want to know. What's your reason for hating? So, all right, so let me go. Okay, let's go back to when he was as a player. Okay, when he was with Orlando, you know, like he did his thing, and I think it was his third year. You know, so he got to the finals. He played against Hakeem, and I mean, that's Hakeem. That's all I'm gonna say. But, you know what I'm saying, so, I mean, even after that loss, you know what I'm saying, he was like, he wasn't really tripping, so, until, like, the next year, I think he was hurt, then Penny, you know what I'm saying, Penny Hardaway, he come do his thing, you know what I'm saying, so, after that, you know what I'm saying, that's when they said they somewhat had beef or whatever, which I was like, man, that's, I mean, for what Shaq said was, or what everybody else was saying, oh, they were trying to save money for Penny Hardaway. And they ain't want to pay Shaq, which is, I'm like, that's stupid, because it's like, you can easily find another Penny Hardaway, but you can't find another ShaquilleO'Neal. I'm just stating facts, you know what I'm saying? So of course, you know what I'm saying, I think Shaq said on the documentary, he was like, Orlando, they offered him, at first they offered him $80 million for 4 years, so it's like, at the time, you know, he was like $20 million a year, yeah. But then he said Alonzo Mourning got $100 million, so he was like, all right, 150. Which he even said himself, he's like, I know I ain't getting 150. I'm just throwing it out there, you know. But crazy part, like I said, the Magic ain't wanna pay the man. Like, they was so hesitant. I'm like, wait, huh? So then I think the fans down there, I think they said like 80% of them was like, no, he don't deserve like $100 million. So I was like, yeah, crazy out your head. So of course, you know, Shaq got the 120 from the Lakers or whatever. So of course he left, and then you know all that other stuff. So then he went to the Lakers, and you know, he did his thing with the Lakers. I ain't gonna lie, he did his thing with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And of course he had his beef with Kobe, but I mean, if you're a dynamic duo, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's gonna happen. So. Oh, but throughout all that, like, they won 3 championships in a row. So, and then of course the beef somewhat is still high or whatever. Then, you know, of course they traded Shaq, and then, you know, Kobe stayed, and then Kobe did his thing, you know, and then Shaq did his thing. And it's kind of crazy how his career ended, because, you know, it was Achilles tear. Then he was like 38. I was like, yeah. And once that Achilles tear, I feel like, yeah, at a certain age, once that Achilles tear, that's a wrap. So. But, you know what I'm saying, even like in retirement, you know what I'm saying, he was doing television, which I kind of figured he was going to do anyway, because, yeah, he a character within himself, so he did television, you know what I'm saying. I noticed, like, some things, but then I ain't going to pay too much attention to it, and then, of course, then, when it got out of hand with the JaVale McGee situation, so, which I ain't gonna lie, looking back on it, like, when I first seen it, I was just like, at first I thought JaVale McGee was just being sensitive. I'm like, oh man, this is Shaq and the Fool stuff. I ain't gonna lie, that stuff used to be, hey, that stuff used to be having me rolling. Especially in the one time I'm getting out, like, get dressed for school, like I have it on NBA TV. Oh my god, that used to crack me up. But I mean, at the same time, I ain't think. But as JaVale McGee said, he was like, you know what I'm saying, it was starting to affect his career, like, you know what I'm saying, teams like was hesitant to sign him. I'm like, hell, they hesitant to sign you. I mean, Shaq and the Fool, that's just something like, they just looking at your the bad stuff you do, or the stupid stuff you do, but they ain't nothing critiquing your game. So But as he said that or whatever, so he was like, you know what I'm saying? So when he finally, I think he got on the Warriors, that's when he, you know, he did it, I ain't gonna lie, he did his thing. Like, he had a resurgence with the Warriors, like, I must say. Like, cause at the same time, it was like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing, with people who team up together, like, they always had this one problem. Especially, like, I think when LeBron and them teamed up, it's like, who's protecting the paint? Who's y'all big man? Like, they always, that's the thing with Miami, that they always struggle having a big man, because it's like, cause I wouldn't even say Chris Bosh was a big man. He was just, you know, I don't know, it's just like, they just ain't, that was the only problem, they ain't have no big man. So of course, you know what I'm saying, the Warriors, they went crazy, especially when they got Kevin Durant, it was like, yeah. Then, especially you got JaVale McGee, like, you know what I'm saying, hey, he ain't really asking for too much, so it's like, hell yeah, like, I signed you up, but then, hey, he had a career resurgence or whatever, so, hey, shout out to him. So then, I think at that point, all the JaVale McGee stuff, like, Shaq and the Fool, so all that stopped, so, you know, hey, so, but it's like JaVale McGee said, as soon as, you know what I'm saying, he won his first championship, of course, Shaq went back then, and, no, I think Shaq was, like, waiting until he missed on once, and then he put him back on or whatever, and then he continued doing it, so I'm like, so, you know, of course, they had that little beef with them. It's to the point, I think, yeah, they was going back and forth on Twitter, and then I think it was to the point, I think they say the mamas, I think Shaq mama had to get involved, and then, of course, JaVale McGee mama, they had to get involved. So, okay, he now after that, he stopped doing it. So, alright, so then, next thing you know, okay, I think, I can say Dwight Howard in this situation, but with the Dwight Howard thing, that's been happening. So it's like, okay, I understand, yeah. But no, I take that back. No, I don't understand the whole beef with Dwight Howard, because it's like, okay. It's like, yeah, it's like I said, he wasn't trying to follow in your footsteps. I mean, sometimes, hey, that's just how it played out. Pretty much like, okay, Shaq got drafted #1 to Orlando. Dwight Howard got drafted #1 to Orlando. Okay, and then, of course, you know, so they was both big men, and then, okay, yeah, then it was the dunk contest. He put on the Superman costume. Okay, I don't understand why Shaq took offense to that, because you know, Kenny Smith was like, Superman is in the building. Like, that was just making it fun. You know what I'm saying? Then it's a dunk contest, so especially All-Star Weekend, it's supposed to be fun. Period. So of course, you know what I'm saying, Dwight Howard came out with the Superman suit where, man, he did the little Superman though. Of course, you know, they saying Shaq felt some kind of way about that, which I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, why are you feeling some kind of way about that? Like, he not, like, Dwight Howard, he ain't coming to call saying, like, oh, he trying to, you know what I'm saying, take your place or whatever. Like, no, like, he was just having fun. But of course, you know, Shaq, he Mr. Sensitive, so he take offense to that. So he was kind of going back and forth with Shaq. I mean, he kind of getting on Dwight Howard, but Dwight was like, man, like, at first Dwight wasn't paying attention to it, and then it got to the point, I think when Dwight went to the Lakers, that's when Shaq was like, oh man, Shaq was just all over the dude. And I was like, this dude. So I think, yeah, so after he left, you know what I'm saying, I think everything was good from what I knew of. And then, of course, then when Dwight Howard came back to the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, that's when Shaq was still going at him. Because I forgot, I seen this one video. He was like, Shaq was like, somebody asked Shaq, was like, the way the Lakers just signed Dwight Howard, he was like, who is that? I don't know who that is. I'm like, seriously? So of course, I ain't pay too much attention to that. But then throughout the season, yeah, like, Dwight was doing good. So Shaq, they say Shaq was giving Dwight his props or whatever. But I'm like, I like, even when Shaq was giving him his props, I was just like, I felt like it wasn't sincere. Like, he was just saying that I felt because he felt like he had to, you know what I'm saying? But then, this is the thing that really irked me was, okay, when the Lakers won the championship, okay, Dwight, you know what I'm saying? So that's a happy moment for a lot of players, you know what I'm saying? But I can say a lot of players, all the players, like, because that's what everybody want to achieve at the end of the day. So, of course, you know what I'm saying, Dwight Howard went on, I think it was Instagram. Yeah, he was giving out, like, encouraging words. He was like, hey, don't give up on your dream. He was like, you can do it. Like, of course, he had tears in his eyes, but, hey, when you happy, hey, all your emotions, like, coming out. of course, you know what I'm saying, after Dwight said all that, whatever, here comes Shaq being a hater that he is, you know what I'm saying. He come, I think it was on a podcast, so he was like, oh, no, he said, what I hate is when, you know, players get on videos and stuff and saying like, oh, you know what I'm saying, they act like they won, they was the reason why they won championships. I was like, sit your head down, you wouldn't do that. And so, even with that, I was like, shit, like, seriously, bro? Like, you seriously gonna rain on this man's parade? Like, you was the only one that had something negative to say about Dwight in that situation. Like, even with that, he wasn't even saying like, oh, I was the reason why. He was just letting his emotions out, like, you know what I'm saying? Which, like I said, he definitely was the reason why I think they really beat Denver, because, you know, of course LeBron and AD, they was doing their thing, but also it's like, you know, like Dwight Howard, like he was killing in that series. So, you know what I'm saying? So even when, like I said, he get on live, like I say, he wasn't even doing that to try to brag like, oh, he got a ring because they won the championship, because like, no. But you know him, here comes Shaq, he got something negative to say or whatever. So I was just like, so I think at one point, I think a lot of people was going at him, but they wasn't really doing too much or whatever. So then after that, you know what I'm saying, hey, I left the situation alone. But then here come like the Rudy Gobert situation. I was like, this dude, like, okay, so what? Okay, he signed a 5-year deal with Utah for $205 million. You gotta think about it. Okay, this is a whole different era. Like especially with the salary cap now, like they got like dudes getting like baseball money right now. Like that's just what it is. Like back then, like saying in Shaq's era, it was like, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't getting really too much or whatever. So, but like I said, at the same time, like you got, like me personally, I cannot hate on another person if they got like a big contract with them, even if I feel like they ain't worth that contract. But it's just like, hey, they getting the money, so hey, they got their money, so they good. Like, hey, I personally happy for him, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as he got that, of course, you know, Shaq had something to say, so he was like, hey kids, so if you get average 11 points, you get $200 million. I'm like, okay, and like what's your reason for saying that? Like, I don't understand it. So pretty much, you know, say Rudy Gobert, he ain't really pay attention to it too much. So I was like, yeah, like I wouldn't even pay attention to it. Just like, so then I think after that, you know, then here come the Donovan Mitchell situation. I was like, that's why I seen it to the point I was like, bro, this starting to get out of hand now. Cause pretty much, like, I didn't know he had something against Donovan Mitchell, which I'm like, like that's still catching me off guard. Cause I'm like, why you got something against Donovan Mitchell? But pretty much, like I said, I don't even think I saw it. I think I saw it the next morning on, I think it was on ESPN. So he was like, hey, I said, you wasn't a franchise player or something like that. He said some other stuff. He's like, I want you to hear. So what's your take on it? So Donovan Mitchell was like, probably something I said, like, I'm like, I don't give a damn. Like, I don't answer to you. Like, I ain't playing for you, so I don't know why you feel like you have to ask that. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to ask me that, or I have to answer that. Like, you just like, that's it, or whatever. So that's why, of course, that's why I think I seen everybody was really going in on shit, because it's like, yeah, like it's to the point, bro. It's getting out of hand, but like you just straight hating, bro. Like, for what? Like, I don't understand the reason. Okay, yeah, back in your era, okay, you didn't get $200 million. Although, yeah, you was worth $200 million. I give you that. You was worth $200 million in your era, but same time, like they say, the salary cap is different. Like, so now it's like dudes getting baseball money right now, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like I can't hate on them. Like, even if, like, say, if it's somebody that don't deserve it. Like, I'm not about to hate on them. No, okay, they got their money, cool. And I think usually the Steven Jackson or Matt Barnes, they was like, it's ways to say something without coming across as a hate, as you hating. But of course, Shaq, he like, everything he said, it come across as hating. Only thing I agree with Shaq is about the James Harden situation, which, yeah, he was spot on there, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He's like, James Harden, like, because I think James Harden said something about like he tried his best, but it ain't working in Houston. But like Shaq said, bro, you say you wanted Dwight Howard, we gave him to you. You wanted Chris Paul, we gave him to you. You wanted your homeboy Russell Westbrook, we gave him to you. You wanted shooters, we gave him to you. Like, And then especially that James Harden your game, it's just like he like Kobe even said it, like when he was doing the Kobe detail. Like Kobe even said, like the way James played, but like you're not gonna win a championship like that, or you're not gonna win a championship with him as your number one option. And clearly it showed in Houston. So that's about the only thing I agree with Shaq on that. But other than that, everything else he be doing, but I'm like, bro, Shaq, you just straight hating, dog. Like I don't understand why, but you straight hating. And then, yeah, this another thing. See, this was really like just prompting me to make this video, because I think he said it was on First Take. Cause I remember I was at work when I watched it, and he was like, no, they were saying something. I forgot what it was about. It was him and Stephen A. And then they were saying something, and then Shaq was like, well, yeah, well, I'm the president of the Big Man Association. Man, hold up, time out. I was like, time out, bro, time out. All right, see now you going, for me, I was like, now you going way too far. Nah, okay, yeah, you was the most dominant big man. I give you that. Yeah, like in your time, like yeah, you was killing. Yeah, but you using that the fact that as that's why you can call yourself the best big man ever. No, cause like I said, man, you had Bill Russell, you had Will Chamberlain, you had Hakeem Olajuwon, and a lot of people give me flack for this, but like I don't care, man. You had Patrick Ewing, like you had like a whole bunch of dominant big man. Like I say Tim Duncan, but it's like Tim Duncan more like a power forward, but like then David Robinson, they definitely not over Shaq, but still it's like a lot of big men in them conversations. Like you can't really say like, oh, like just cause you so dominant, like that don't automatically like leap for, you know what I'm saying, you over them and you number one. Like no, it don't work like that. So and then of course I think I commented on the video, and then of course, you know what I'm saying, I started getting a whole bunch of backlash. They was like, oh, I'm hating. I'm like, man, how the hell am I hating? I'm just speaking facts. Like, dude, like I ain't saying nothing about Shaq as a player. I'm just saying how he's carrying himself as a person. Like, dude, like no, like you're not that. No, like so you got a couple of dudes ahead of you, man. Like you can't really say. And then I think one person was like, well, you know what I'm saying, well, Will Chamberlain is dead, or Hakeem and Bill, like they ain't trying to be the president or whatever. I'm like, I'm not saying they are, but same time it's like, dude, you can't just sit there and automatically say to yourself that you the best big man ever. Like no, like I say, then of course when I say Patrick Ewing, they really went at me. They were like, you ain't even on this level. I'm like, bro, my thing is, okay, it's good if you like if you're a good player and you win a championship. Yes, like that'll definitely solidify you. But at the same time, it's like, even if you don't win a championship, okay, yeah. But I look at what you was doing in your era, like what you was doing for your team. Like yeah, Patrick Ewing was, hey, he was doing his thing. So yeah, because he didn't win a ring, I'm like, okay. First of all, he played in the '90s with, you know what I'm saying, against Jordan. You know what I'm saying, my all-time favorite player, the GOAT. So he playing against Jordan. So pretty much, like I said, ain't nobody getting no ring. If Jordan playing, ain't nobody getting no ring. Only like I said, then Hakeem got the 2 rings only because, like I say, Jordan was retired at them 2 years, but they say it's a talk now. They say, what if Jordan wouldn't have retired? Yeah, I don't think they would have. Now I don't think Hakeem would have got the ring, but at the same time, hey, he got him, so hey, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? I love Hakeem, gang. I'm talking about that dude was nice. That guy was nice, or whatever. So, but yeah, like I say, even with that, it's like Shaq, like, but but you, that's why I say it's to the point it's getting out of control. Like, dude, you just my thing, you just talking out your head now. And then, oh yeah, also I forgot this. It was something with the white. Okay, when Kobe, that's why I love Kobe, man. Although, like I said, I get flack for that because I say like Jordan was the GOAT, but they get offended like, oh, like I hate on Kobe. Like, no, like I love Kobe. I just think Michael Jordan the GOAT. Like that's my favorite player. So Kobe said, I think it was in an interview or a podcast. He was like, man, he said he tells Shaq all the time, but man, if your lazy ass was in shape and you know the whoop, he was like, man, I have like you'll be the greatest of all time. He's like, man, I have like 12 rings right now. But of course, Shaq is, you know, say he Mr. Sensitive, so he was like, come on, yeah, if you the one Wait, no, you say if you would have passed the ball or whatever, you know, say, hey, I don't know, this is something. It's pretty much, he just said something just to say something. It's like, hey, Kobe got you on that one, but he say, hey, you was in shape. Cause you gotta look at it like, cause this is another thing. A lot of people like cause they say like, cause they say Kobe. Kobe said like he was guarding Ben Wallace. I'm like, yeah, he was, but at the same time, it's like, hey, Ben Wallace, like, he wasn't no scrub either. Like, I ain't saying Ben Wallace shut Shaq down, but he definitely slowed him down enough to where he wasn't like effective, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, but even after that, you know what I'm saying, just the fact that he came back with that or whatever, so I'm just like, this dude, so. Even with this, it's like, but did Kobe's passing not teach you anything? Like, with all this hating, but like, did Kobe's passing not teach you anything? Thank God y'all passed up the beat before he passed. But it's like, did he not teach you anything? Like, did all that not teach you anything, bro? Like, so I don't know. It's just like I said, everything just getting out of hand. But I mean, at the end of the day, hey, everybody gonna be on Shaq's side with you. I just felt like, yeah, I gotta say, cause I'm not a yes man, so I'm gonna give it to you straight facts. So I already know if I would ever meet Shaq one day, he ain't gonna like me too much, which I don't care. I mean, hey, I keep moving regardless, but yeah, but yeah, man, that's pretty much, that's the end of the video, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you like the video, you know what I'm saying, hey, like, comment, subscribe, share, you know, hey, whatever you feel like doing, hey, there's no force or nothing like that. If you feel like you want to like it or you want to subscribe, hey, do it. But yeah, like I said, that's the end of the video, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, to my next video, like I said, I'll see y'all in a minute.